Aleksey Navalny, champion of democracy, an unforgettable legacy. Aleksey Navalny, a prominent Russian lawyer, anti-corruption activist, and politician, gained international recognition as one of President Vladimir Putin's fiercest critics. Born on June 4, 1976, Navalny's upbringing was marked by exposure to the aftermath of the Chernobyl disaster, which instilled in him a distrust of government authority. He pursued legal and economic education in Moscow, eventually joining the political party Yabloko in 2000, advocating for liberal democracy and transparency in governance. Navalny's activism escalated in 2008 when he began targeting state-owned entities for their lack of transparency and corruption. Through stakeholder activism and the creation of the whistleblowing website Rospil, he exposed embezzlement and challenged the dominance of Putin's United Russia Party. Despite facing legal challenges and imprisonment, Navalny persisted in his efforts, gaining popularity and support, particularly after the widespread irregularities in the 2011 parliamentary elections sparked mass protests. His activism led to repeated clashes with the Kremlin, including a politically motivated trial in 2013 that resulted in a suspended prison sentence. Navalny's efforts to participate in politics were consistently hampered by legal obstacles, culminating in his exclusion from challenging Putin in the 2018 presidential election. In 2020, Navalny survived a poisoning attempt with the nerve agent Novichok, which he and investigative journalists traced back to Russian security agents. Despite recovering in Germany, Navalny returned to Russia in 2021 and was promptly arrested and sentenced to prison. His hunger strike and continued activism from behind bars sparked widespread protests, prompting further government crackdowns. Navalny's imprisonment in harsh conditions and his subsequent relocation to a remote Arctic penal colony drew international condemnation. Tragically, Navalny died in custody on February 16, 2024, underscoring the dangers faced by dissenting voices in Russia. World leaders mourned Navalny's death and praised his courage. Angela Merkel described him as a beacon for democracy, while Joe Biden hailed his commitment to freedom. Emmanuel Macron emphasized the importance of defending human rights, and Boris Johnson honored Navalny's sacrifice. Navalny's life, activism, and persecution were documented in the award-winning documentary, Navalny, 2022, highlighting his relentless pursuit of truth and justice amidst increasing authoritarianism in Russia.